Hey guys, this is Waluscha and you're watching Awesome TV.
Hi, this is Apoorva Lakhia and you're watching Awesome TV.
Hi, I'm Sonali Kulkarni and you're watching Awesome TV.
Hi guys, this is Freddy daruwala and you're watching Awesome TV.
How far as I remember, I don't think that I've seen you in some action role like this. I think this is the first time, is it?
In a way, yes, I haven't
Yeah.
played such a character before. We are loving your research, Aastha. Thank you so much. Because it is so heartwarming when we realize
Yeah.
that a person who's probably going to make us reach to the audiences has studied so well about us, about the season 1.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that.
Hi, this is Aastha Tripathi and welcome to Awesome TV, which lets you be simply awesome. Today we have with us the star cast and the director of India's most awaited series, that is Crackdown Season 2. And big congratulations because the trailer is doing really good, and welcome to Awesome TV.
Thank you so much for having us. It's a pleasure.
Of course, I have the bunch of people जिनका काम बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत versatile है, and when I was even researching about you all, I could see so much of work. So starting from Apoorva sir, आपने इतना अच्छा काम किया है. शूट आउट एट लोखंडवाला हम सबकी फेवरेट है, मतलब इट्स अ कल्ट फिल्म. एंड उसके बाद आई थिंक दैट हसीना पारकर. So is your competition you yourself, because always you're competing with yourself, coming better and better with the projects?
You try and do something better because not only better, you try and do something different because the world grows around you. You being conscious about your environment. I read a lot. I see a lot of movies. I appreciate other people's work and I'm a very stickler for what is happening in the industry. जो कहते हैं ना कि एक कीड़ा होता है कि स्पीलबर्ग क्या कर रहा है, क्रिस्टोफर नोलान क्या कर रहा है, संजय लीला बंसाली क्या कर रहा है, तो क्या है कि उसमें it's not competition but it's very interesting to see what other people are doing. That's why I watch everything.
Yeah.
So what is it that I can bring to my cinema where people will say कि oh, Apoorva's made this film, we should go and see it.
Yes.
So whether it is action, whether it is the canvas which I like to portray, which is slightly bigger, whether it is how I want to make my characters look. I think so. There is a conscious decision because I'm a lazy director, not as in lazy when it comes to shooting, but I don't like working too much. So my average is one film or product every 3.5 years. So I have other things I like to do in life, but when I do something next, the world has evolved so much that it's very interesting to try and catch up or show something to the audience which I myself would be excited to watch.
Again, talking about Crackdown, how did you come with this concept? Because I was not doing the season 1 interview, so I really want to know.
So when I was approached by Voot Select at that point to do Crackdown, there were a lot of people at that time because Netflix and Amazon was very big, so everyone wanted to only work there. But I thought that if I were to work with Voot, I would have more of a say in my creativity because I would be a bigger, not so star, but I would be a more experienced director which they've had compared to the others they're having. So I decided to do it. And the other thing is also that मैंने तो कभी वेब शो किया ही नहीं था, तो मुझे देखना था कि वो क्या होता है, क्योंकि जैसे मैंने बोला कीड़ा होता है सीखने का. तो वेब शो में क्या होता है कि आपको 2 पिक्चर वही टाइम पे बनानी है 40-50 दिन में. एंड द एक्साइटिंग पार्ट अबाउट अ वेब शो इज दैट यू हैव टू बी ऑन योर टोज कि लोग बोर ना हो जाए.
Exactly.
And you are always looking for a hook point.
Yeah.
Because when you're binge watching something, you have to leave them at such a point कि वो 3 बजे भी बोलते हैं यार आधा घंटे का ये देख लेता हूँ एक लास्ट. So that is a challenge and that is what I thought would be interesting. तो एक शो एस्पियोनाज किया, मेरे को लव स्टोरीज तो कभी ऑफर हुई नहीं है अभी तक बनाने के लिए.
क्यों, मतलब
पता नहीं,
आपको क्या लगता है?
देता ही नहीं है, सीधा बंदूक की स्क्रिप्ट आ जाती है.
Maybe you're so good with action content.
Yeah, so
action
maybe.
drama.
So there's a genre which we all get into. So then we made that, and because it did well and because it was appreciated both by the critics and the public, they decided to crack down 2.
I was reading the comments. मैं हमेशा comments पढ़ती हूँ, and one most unique comment I saw was season 1 के इसमें था खैर कि आप जब भी projects लाते हैं आपके promotions बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं होते हैं, and people actually like that. I don't know how, but people are like कि without massive promotions also your content is so binge watched. So what do you have to say on that?
There are some people who want to be in the limelight, which is fair enough, and there are some people who don't want to be in the limelight. So I would rather be the person who's in the back, but my name is known enough for me to get a reservation in in a restaurant. But at the same time, I want to be playing cricket, I want to be skydiving, I want to be cooking, I want to be roaming around with my friends, I want to be standing outside Lokhandwala, but no one should know me. But if I want an IPL ticket, I can call someone and say I want 3 tickets and they send it to me.
That's so nice.
So
That's
that really
so
works
nice.
for me.
Okay, and talking to the star cast, सबसे पहले तो Freddy, of course I watched Holiday. and then I watched Commando 2, Force 2. आप मतलब आपका जो किरदार है सब में बहुत अच्छा है,
और
but
सब
mostly
two में
negative.
बहुत अच्छा है.
सब
One
में
में
बहुत
I agree.
अच्छा है.
I agree.
तो इसीलिए Crackdown 2 में
Two has
लिया.
been better, yeah.
Okay, so maybe that's one magic factor in you कि
well,
2
yeah.
चल जाता है. Is 2 your lucky number?
All numbers are my lucky numbers, provided they are releasing on the right date and time.
So when you got this offer, what was your reaction and what was that one element which made you choose?
The only element that made me choose this project, and rather the project chose me, was Apoorva Lakhia. And when he called me and he said,
Yeah.
this is the character which I think is going to give you the magnitude that you're looking for, and and I think if you play it honestly and correctly, then this will be larger than life. And that was more than enough for me, because I remember chasing him for when he was making Crackdown 1, and I asked him, I said, sir, is there any space that I'd love to work with you? And he did mention that Crackdown 1 is full right now, but when I'm doing something next and bigger, I will definitely let you know. And that's what he stuck to his words. Crackdown 2 is much bigger, and if I talk particularly about my character Abu Khalil is larger than life, a man who dwells in the power with a feeling of revenge. Is quintessentially Abu Khalil, and is not only the most powerful being that he's feeling in the show, but he's also very smart enough to use each and every person that he has around him.
Sonali, of course you started acting in quite an early age now, and you're making Marathi industry so proud, I have to say, and of course even Indian cinema. So you've done a lot of versatile roles, and I don't think, like, how far as I remember, I don't think that I've seen you in some action role like this. I think this is the first time, is it?
In a way, yes, I haven't
Yeah.
played such a character before.
So what made you choose this character and why?
We are loving your research, Aastha. Thank you so much. Because it is so heartwarming when we realize that a person who's probably going to make us reach to the audiences has studied so well about us, about the season 1.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. As you correctly said that your observation says that I haven't played such a character before. I haven't, and I was pleasantly surprised when I met Apoorva and he narrated the character to me. I just felt so lucky because he has such wonderful reputation in the industry. Any other female actor would have said कि देखो अपू ये role मुझे करना है, and he would have probably obliged, but he approached me, and I getting to play Avantika Shroff was really unique. This is a very complex character. It is not unidimensional. It has a lot of जिसे कहते हैं अनेक पहलू होते हैं. तो Avantika is a strong careeristic woman. She has her family. She wants to prove herself in her career, like all of us want to. And getting to play Avantika Shroff was absolutely exciting क्योंकि season 1 already successful हो चुका था और हमारी entry season 2 में हो रही थी.
Exactly. That's more challenging also, na? That
It is.
You have to mark up with
It is, and in season 1 you have seen such fabulous actors. Performances are really good.
Yes.
I still have strong memories of Shreya's face when she's leaving her house or her brother. Beating all of that, if I want to come up with a stronger performance, I needed a good script which Apoorva had already given.
That's amazing. And Apoorva, again, I want to ask you this one more thing, that in your early stage of life only, you have assisted in American films, international projects you've done, and I think that was the factor which got you to Lagan also as an AD. So here, when I watched this trailer, I actually get that vibe, I actually get the detailing vibe that कुछ तो international factor है. तो मुझे बताइए कि कैसे, मतलब.
Every director is influenced by something or the other.
Yes.
Some have a bad personal life and they portray that into cinema and stuff like that. But when you're making something which is make-believe, I think it's very important that a person doesn't think that ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता. You understand what I'm saying? So for example, everyone has fallen in love. Most people get married. They have children. Most people have had fights in their life. Most people have maybe slapped someone once, but not everyone has carried a gun and fired it. You understand? So that becomes point where you make them believe that even they can do it. Like, why can't an Avantika Shroff wearing a sari and a Mangal Sutra hold a gun and fight off terrorists? Why can't she? You know what I'm saying? But
Of course.
firstly you have to make the actor believe they can, and then the audience has to feel it that she is a threat. So it's just a question of that. As far as influencing, yes, I did work as an assistant director for various action films, and that's why I know the camera angles on how you shoot action. Like, there are directors who know how to shoot a song, You know, there are directors who know how to shoot particular scenes. I'm good at camera work when it comes to action.
Okay, Waluscha, talking about you, that you've started with beauty
She's
pageants.
Gujarati by the Waluscha. She's not Welsh.
Ignore.
So of course you've done beauty pageants and modeling projects. After that, commercials.
Have
So
5 babies.
Be quiet. You say ignore them. Ignore them.
I know your advertise. I think the Pepsi advertise, right? That commercial was massive. And then you've done season 1 also. So what kind of evolvement are we gonna see personally and professionally in you in Crackdown season 2?
Firstly, I have to say that, you know, I'm very grateful to Apoorva for giving me this character. For me, Crackdown was my OTT debut. I had done my debut opposite Shah Rukh in
Yes,
Fan.
yeah.
But the projects that came after that, nothing was exciting, nothing that was really fruitful, honestly. And then emerged OTT and a lot of content with that. I heard Apoorva was shooting for something. I know I'd heard, and I approached him. And I think he took a shot with me that not many people were ready you know, to do at that point. So I know when he keeps talking about I've got great actors and that's a blessing, but he also takes chances with his actors. And he took a huge chance with me because nobody saw me playing this negative you know, character or being able to do action. No one believed in that, that I had that in me. So he took a huge chance, and for that I will always be grateful because I got to show the world a very different side to me. And it was for me a dream debut because I had critics sitting up for the first time and applauding my you know, my work, which was very gratifying as an actor. And from that, moving on to season 2, I mean, it's only bigger and better, and you know, post Crackdown, a lot of doors opened. You know, I started getting a lot of offers. I started doing a lot of different different work on OTT. But for me, Crackdown will always be very special, and Apoorva will always be special because he gave me that opportunity when not everybody was open to, you know, giving that to me. So, thank you.
Thank you so much, and it's simply awesome having a conversation with you all. Looking forward to watch Crackdown 2 real soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
स्पीलबर्ग क्या कर रहा है, क्रिस्टोफर नोलान क्या कर रहा है, संजय लीला बंसाली क्या कर रहा है, तो क्या है कि उसमें it's not competition but it's very interesting to see what other people are doing. That's why I watch everything.
For me, Crackdown will always be very special, and Apoorva will always be special because he gave me that opportunity when not everybody was open to, you know, giving that to me.